Welcome to this week's video cast. It's our state tournament edition. Special shout out to the people at Minnesota Hockey who got me my Minnesota Hockey State Tournament swag for today's broadcast. Thank you to Derek and Glenn over at Minnesota Hockey. Huge shout out to those two employees. They're the only two employees of Minnesota Hockey that will help put on this weekend's tournaments. There are 14 tournaments at 11 sites with just two employees and over 1,000 volunteers at these 11 sites. Huge shout out to those 1,000 volunteers that are going to help put on these great tournaments this weekend. And obviously over 1,000 kids will be playing from squirts all the way up to U19s in New Hope. So let's get right to our preview and predictions. Before I do that, I want to just give a special promotion to Minnesota Sports Broadcast Network, MSBN. They'll be broadcasting many of those games, I think, on the winner's bracket for all of the tournament games for Minnesota Youth Hockey tournaments this weekend. So tune into Minnesota Sports Broadcast Network to get your favorite team's games live streamed on the internet. All right, let's start from the top and we'll go all the way to the bottom. Squirt A. There is a regional tournament held in District 3 this weekend. The girls will be in New Hope. The boys will be in St. Louis Park. We'll comment on those winners, and then we'll get to the state tournaments as well. So the Squirt A, I'm going with my number one rated teams in the state. We're going to go with Osseo Maple Grove, who's going to win the Squirt A and complete their perfect season. And then we're going to go with Edina Green. Will win the 10A. Now on to the state tournament. We're going to start off in Stillwater, and lots of great teams. I mean, there's several teams that were eligible for winning the state tournament. There's 3 left. I think it's going to be either Edina, Mound West Tonka, or White Bear Lake. I have to choose one. I'm going to go with White Bear Lake. The Bears will win state over in Stillwater. Go to the Pee Wee Bees, held in Two Harbors. This is probably the hardest of the divisions to choose. Not a clear-cut number one all year long, and no real standout team. I'm going to pick Wayzata. Gold is going to take the gold in Pee Wee Bees. In Pee Wee Single A, there's several great teams. Just about any team in this field could win the tournament and is definitely worthy of the number one seed or the number one team in the state. I have to choose one. I'm going to go with Alexandria. Wiz Wyatt Player of the Year finalist Ben Doherty will highlight that roster along with his line mate Jack Westland. That's the team I think is the team to beat in Pee Wee Single A up in Crookston. All right, Pee Wee Double A, this is the easy one. We're going to go with Edina. They will win back-to-back state championships. This one will be in Thief River Falls at Ralph Engelstad Arena. Bantam B, I believe this is in Silver Bay. Bantam B, this is going to be another easy one. The number one rated team in the state is in this tournament, Wayzata Navy. I believe Wayzata Navy also, as the Bantam Bees, won last year as well. I believe that was down in Prior Lake. Bantam A will be in Coon Rapids. I'm going to pick Edina to win that one. And then Bantam Double A, I'm going to pick the non-number one team in the state. I'm going to go the number 2 team in the state. I'm going to go Elk River. They are going to beat Eden Prairie in the championship game. Special shout out to all of our Lots of Matza players of the game. We've been giving out a lot of these gift certificates to kids for free pizza as they were outstanding players of the game. We'll be giving out a handful this weekend as we are in Coon Rapids and Rogers covering the Bantams. Frederick 61 will be in Crookston, and Thief River Falls covering the Pee Wee A's and the Pee Wee Double A's. It's going to be an exciting weekend. We can't wait to see all of what shakes out in the tournaments in hand. We're really looking forward to it. Special shout out again to Derek and Glenn from Minnesota Hockey and putting on a great event for all of the thousands of players and thousands of fans who will both tune in on MSBN and go to the games live throughout the state. Should be a fun weekend. Stay tuned to YHH all weekend for scores, updates, stories, tweets on our Twitter feed. It should be a great weekend. We'll see you around the rink.